Okay.
And then you put salt and pepper in it.
And how are you liking the meatball?
It's good. It does need a little bit more. It's a little bland.
Like what? That was an issue, Pepper?
And our judges decided.
Yes, we decided.
Hard decision.
It was a very hard decision because actually we would have awarded the lentil stew for taste and the meatballs on mashed potatoes for presentation. But given that we could only give one number one, we felt that the lentil stew.
We did well. We fought proudly.
Can I go ahead and get your names real quick?
I remember, we can go back to the tape, but I remember the moment where I said, stop putting salt and pepper in my thing, Jeff. All right, this is good, Come on.
It's not that much salt, dude, for all that meat.
Well, you don't want to overseason.
So we came in second?
Second is better than last.
Or it is last.
All right. It is last.
Now, aside from the whole crazy contest that was really fun.
Right. Yeah.
I have some issues with the product.
Really?
Yeah, because I was the one who was using it mostly.
Yeah.
And just real quick.
Okay.
It gave us a meal that was meatballs and mashed potatoes and sauce.
Right.
But then it listed the steps sequentially. So whereas you needed to boil mashed potatoes for the mashed potatoes.
It was like make the meatballs and then stop.
Exactly.
And then
it's like, and then reboil more mashed potatoes for this part, where it wasn't smart enough to know that it should combine all of that.
Right.
It also listed the ingredients that way, so it was like, you need this much butter, and then you need this much butter. It's like, well, it should be smart enough to combine those and know that.
Total, But let's just say how much fun it was to come and run through
a spree.
It was a spree.
Some may call it a sweep.
Today
we called it a spree.
Today was a spree. We came in second. We got some cool prizes.
We should say the host from Supermarket Sweep.
The host from Supermarket Sweep.
I kind of geeked out over that a little.
I know.
I did too.
I used to love that show.
Oh, dude, used to. If it was on right now, I'd watch it.
Yeah.
Well, you lived it.
And I feel it. So before we get to our email, we do want to thank our sponsors like NVIDIA, SpeakVisual.com. Now this is an amazing thing that NVIDIA has set up. First off, you can get tons of information about all the cool things you can do with NVIDIA products, but not only that, there's a user-submitted section where you can actually submit your movies, games, 3D models, digital photography, any piece of art that you create digitally to this online gallery. And they're actually going to be throwing a gala party that NVIDIA is going to put on, where they're going to display the best digital artwork from this SpeakVisual.com, and they're going to actually project it onto, which is weird because first time we've ever had rain on the show. It's raining. I don't know if you can even hear it, but
I'm sure they can't.
But it's raining. How annoying! It's awesome. I love you, NVIDIA. Anyway, they're actually going to be displaying some of the best artwork on the sides of the buildings during the party, which is super, super cool.
Wow.
And not only that, I didn't realize this, but Adobe's Photoshop CS4 is going to be, oh God, what do you call it? No. It's like optimized to run on the NVIDIA GPU. And Simulate, thank you. I knew
90s-ified?
He was 90s-ified. So anyway, head over to speakvisual.com and NVIDIA. We're sorry that Dan keeps saying male genital.
If I could have one wish this holiday season, it would be for all the children of the world to join hands and sing out in the spirit of harmony. If I could have two wishes this holiday season,
what would be the second one?
The first, of course, children. Second would be to get a new computer for Dan.
He's so proud of his joke.
A new computer.
It's not my joke. It's a reference, and people are going to get it.
I remember it.
New computer for Dan. It would be. It's Saturday Night Live. It's not a movie. It would be I would build. I would build Dan a computer, and I would start with the new Intel Core i7
You know, if I had a wish, it would be that all your wishes would come true.
I love it.
Both of them, but don't worry about the kids.
You hear that? Children joining hands and singing. The reason I would start with that processor is because the thing, multi-threads, it has this new technology where it, on the fly, prioritizes clock cycles, so it'll know like which core to switch to. It can do physics and AI stuff in games. It sounds like the most kick-ass.
I gotta upgrade my computer.
We all need to upgrade.
I know.
Not just Dan.
Not
But
just-
I'll add that to my wish list.
Thank you, Jeff.
But if you want to get yourself
to mine.
an Intel Core i7 processor, the place to do it is to go to mwave.com and put in the promo code RADSHOW. They give you a special offer. That is so special. How special is it?
We
So
don't even
special,
know.
they don't even tell us what the offer is.
I love it.
It's one of those, like, on Amazon.com when you click and it's like,
Yeah, see price
why
now.
can't we tell you the price?
Yeah.
It's
I
too
think
stupid.
I think it's like that.
I love it.
So check it out. Get yourself a new thing. It's perfect for the holidays. You want to be playing, various PC games. I can't think of a single PC game right now. Can you, Alex? Probably no PC games that you enjoy.
None that have just come out with a massive expansion that
No.
sold 2.8 million copies in 24 hours and is now the most highest selling video game on the PC market ever in history.
Mirror's Edge?
Only overtaking the last expansion
He's
for that
referring
same
to World of Goo.
World of Goo. Amazing.
All right. Also sponsoring the show is our old faithful GoDaddy, GoDaddy.com. Wonderful domain buying, hosting options. Domains start as low as $1.99.
Let me just throw out words. I'm just going to word associate with GoDaddy. Domains, hosting, awesome names, DN names.
Dian Manem.
To get 10% off of your order, go to GoDaddy.com and put in the promo code TRS1 through 7.
That's
But
probably
not pick one. Either TRS1, TRS2, TRS3, TRS4.
It occurs to me that we may be terrible at what we do.
could be. You know who aren't terrible at what they
I
do?
inspired you for that.
The guys that host Hack 5.
That's true. Switch
way
over now.
better than this.
They build stuff.
They're actually going to be building, and I'm excited because I may go on and check it out, but they're actually going to be building
Really?
a
I didn't get my
web-enabled
invitation.
Linux box that will control a foam missile launcher with webcam, so you can actually
Laser
go
sighting
onto
or something.
with laser sighting.
Yeah.
So you can actually go onto the
Sharks with
thing.
frickin' laser.
You can go onto the site, point it at the guys, and shoot foam missiles at them all via the web. It's great. You can check it out Wednesdays at noon Eastern.
I've checked their show out. Very cool guys. It reminds me of the Yoshi segments
Yes.
on the Screensavers.
Which
it's
is
like
always good.
one show devoted
I
to
miss
all
the
that
Yosh.
stuff.
I miss the Yosh. All right, thank you, sponsors. Now into the email. Hello, Dan, Alex, Jeff, and Steve. I am a stay-at-home, injured on the job, married to a working wife, father of 3 beautiful kids, who decided to finally buck up and get a degree pursuing BS Info Systems Technology. I have a BS in Computer Information Systems, very closely
So take a
related.
good look at your future, sir.
I think I'm going to say you also
I'm
pursued
sorry.
BS. but-
I also pursued BS, and now I am a master of BS. Watching you, I have discovered a veritable cornucopia of trivial knowledge. It is in those trivialities that we are defined as a generation. I agree, sir.
Yeah.
And your show constantly references visual areas of my personal history, while handling current events, making me still feel relevant. I can remember when Pong was a console, Star Wars was in the theaters, and remotes made a metallic clang when you pressed one of the 3 buttons, which I totally remember.
Power, channel up, or channel down.
Yeah, right. It's like clonk. My questions are: what event or events from childhood, if any, grabbed you or inspired you about where you wanted to be within the realm of AV, technology, general geekdom? Deep stuff, huh? Anyway, keep up the good work, Mike. Very cool question.
Yeah.
Very cool question. Sort of what inspired us as children.
Yeah.
Jeffy?
Well, I think we all, like everyone around our age, were inspired by Star Wars.
Oh, yeah.
I think that's sort of the defining film of guys our age, even if you didn't go into the kind of geek pursuits. So definitely that. But for me personally, the thing about Star Wars that really got me my imagination churning was when I started watching the making ofs.
Oh, interesting.
And seeing like Phil Tippett and those guys working with stop motion and go motion and all that stuff, and really got my imagination like this is something these guys created and do for a living. And I remember specifically seeing, even more than Star Wars, watching over and over and over the making of the Dark Crystal. And seeing those guys in the stilt walkers.
Yep.
What are those creatures called?
I think they might have been called
Dark
Walker
Crystal.
or Striders or something like that.
Striders,
Something
yeah,
like that.
I
They look
think
like
so.
bunnies.
Yeah, but they got guys who worked with stilts, and they were on all 4s with stuff over them.
Yeah.
I remember thinking that was the most incredible thing, and that I wanted to do that with my life.
Interesting. Stilt walkers. Danzig?
So that's when I started learning the stilts.
Can you do stilts? I can do stilts. It's hard.
Can you really?
Yeah.
I've never had an opportunity to learn. I'd love to.
Yeah, it's fun. A friend of mine broke both his two arms doing stilts. He was like doing stilts and he went, uh-oh, crack! And so he had to do like 2 arms the whole time. He was like, it was very bad. Sorry, Dave, if you're watching. I'm glad you're better.
I was definitely informed by the making-ofs as well. It's a very apt thing to point out. There were a couple other things that I think informed me as well. One, I took illustration classes. I wanted to draw comic books when I was a little kid. And I still know things today. The knowledge I have today goes back not to college, but to the things I learned in illustration.
You forgot everything from college on.
No, I mean, I just learned all of that stuff about composition, where the power and the power of the framing something, and storytelling that was at that time.